Now, what is going on? YouTube, y'all always up to something. Okay, so you all come on in the room. Happy Saturday. Happy it's almost Thanksgiving. It's almost Thanksgiving. All right, so if you keep asking yourself, am I healing or am I just coping? Am I numb? Am I just holding it all together? This is the live for you. Sometimes you are in a place of healing and you don't even realize it. Okay? So I'm going to try to go through this at a faster pace. We'll see what happens. All right. I know it's Saturday. Y'all out there trying to go to brunch and shop and things. So I'm going to see how quick I can go through this. Okay. I'm on YouTube and TikTok. So you're going to see me looking both ways. So before we get into it, take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Okay. Unclench your jaw. Take a deep breath in through your nose, 4 counts. Hold it for 2 counts and then exhale through your mouth for 6 counts. Let's go. Hopefully all of my microphones on and you all can hear me. Okay, so my name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. I help women who look flawless on the outside, but they are crumbling on the inside, high achieving women. Let me be specific. What you all call the boss babes. Okay. They look flawless on the outside, but on the inside, they are quietly crumbling and they feel like they can't go to anybody because they are known as the strong one, the one that always has it together. Nothing ever bothers them. This is who I help. Okay. I help them unlock their clarity, peace, and emotional freedom. Okay. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you so much. Okay. So I help these women reconnect to peace through faith and psychology. I have many women who have gone through my clarity reset and they told me that that changed everything for them. So, what we're teaching today, what I'm teaching today, this is going to be a little snippet of what you'll receive in my clarity reset, my 7-day program that is going to help you rewire your nervous system. All right. Let me know as you come in, where are you watching from? What country are you in? What state are you in? I think last weekend it was like India and Finland on YouTube at first for a little minute. Okay. So let me know where you're watching from when you come in. Today we are talking about, you see the title at the top, 3 signs that you're healing emotionally and not just coping. Some of you don't even realize that you're actually healing. You're trying to figure out what's going on with me. Why these people disconnecting? Why do I feel like this and I don't feel like that no more because you're healing? And you don't want to admit it because you're so used to being hard on yourself. And I'm going to show you how. Take another deep breath, okay? So healing is often silent. It doesn't have to be super dramatic, you all. It's often silent. It's not just because you get up and you shout all of these affirmations in the morning, it doesn't mean you're healed. You're healed. Appreciate your affirmations, but that doesn't mean you heal. You're healed. When you know how to quietly choose to not argue, to not clap back, to not crash out, to not slap them into next year. Hello? This is a sign that you are healing. So when you realize, you know what, I can love people from a distance and you start setting the boundaries, that is a sign that you are healing. When you start going to bed early without guilt or just resting throughout the day without guilt, you start turning your phone off throughout the day without guilt, that is a sign that you are healing. When you no longer need closure from people who kept you in confusion. Hello? When you're no longer seeking closure from all of those exes, this is a sign, okay? So this doesn't mean you're disconnected. It means you're finally self-connected. You're connecting with yourself. Healing is learning how to be quiet, how to sit in that even when nothing's wrong and you stay calm. You're not scanning, trying to figure out what's going on. Where's the next battle, next fire I have to put out, all right? So We're going to look at this together. I did a video on this maybe weeks ago, coping versus healing. You can find it in my inner healing. It should be in my inner healing playlist on YouTube for those of you on TikTok that are watching if you want to see that. But I'll give you a quick synopsis for those of you taking notes. Coping versus healing. This is what the difference looks like. So if you are someone who is still coping, you're overworking to avoid pain, write that down or catch the replay, whatever you prefer. You're still escaping your emotions. You're not allowing yourself to feel. Okay, you're performing strength. Renisha, I don't perform for nobody. Baby, sit with me. Let me talk to you and I'll show you. I can point out just like this how, oh, you're performing there, you're performing there, you're performing at your job, you're performing at your church, you're performing at home. Baby, you are an actor, actress. Okay. Also, when you're still coping, you need answers, you need closure, you need all of these explanations. So that's a person that's coping. When you're actively healing, and we know that healing is a journey, not a destination. So when you're actively healing, you're able to rest even when guilt is whispering to you and telling you that you should be doing more. You're able to rest. Okay. Another sign that you're healing, you're integrating your emotions with grace and patience. That's another sign. Also, you are practicing softness and allowing vulnerability. Some of y'all feel like I just cussed y'all out. Okay. Somebody said, wow, I need to be here. Hold on. Because when your comment disappeared. Okay. Somebody on YouTube said I needed to be here. Instead of explaining myself to my husband to be understood, I stopped, paused, and walked away. And here got, baby, listen, you get it. I've been talking about pausing all week. Come on, sis. You get it. Okay. Where was I, y'all? Yeah, you learn when you're healing, you learn how to practice softness and vulnerability. And also you're making peace without all of these explanations. So that's a quick difference between someone who is coping and someone who is actively healing. Does that make sense? All 2,000 of you that are on here, nod your heads. Great. So if your life has gotten quieter lately, if you've been saying less, doing less, needing less, just like sis said in the chat, baby, this is proof that you've been having breakthrough in your healing journey. You're welcome. 7 minutes in, and look at that. There's proof right there that you're actually breaking through. Okay. So I remember a season, a space, whatever. I don't like the term, you use the term season, but then it seemed like sometimes it just makes sense. Y'all know how it goes. Being in a space where it's like I wasn't crying as much, right? And because I used to be the queen of numb, I'm just thinking, well, I guess I'm just numb, but I wasn't performing anymore. I didn't realize that I had trained my nervous system to believe that chaos meant I was alive. Didn't even notice that, all right? When I left that, when I switched, when I started healing, it felt weird because stuff was quiet and I was at peace and I had all this calm. Okay. And at first it felt weird because it's like, what is this? I'm used to, my nervous system is used to all this chaos. All right. So that may be you right now, whether you're on YouTube or TikTok, that may be you. And the peace that you're feeling, it feels foreign because it's new and you're not being fake anymore. The reason I paused is because, like, technically, peace is your inheritance. This was God's original intention all along. But for a lot of people, it's still new. Okay. You're not being fake anymore. Thank you, YouTube, for hitting the like button. Whenever I don't ask y'all to hit the like button, y'all do it. Love y'all for that. So drop a heart in the chat if you drop a heart in the chat if you've been confusing your calmness with not caring. If you've ever confused the fact that you were calm with not caring, you thought you just didn't care. Drop a heart in the chat. Okay. This isn't detachment, it's actually regulation. This is what regulation looks like. So you're finally allowing your body to rest. Kudos to you. This is one of the first breakthroughs women get inside of my clarity resets. Okay, that's my 7 day program that's going to rewire your nervous system, where peace is going to become your baseline. Boo, you're going to be so calm. You'll be like, these people don't even bother me anymore. I was about to say a whole nother word. Okay, it's not about forcing peace. I literally assist you in teaching your nervous system what peace feels like so that it can trust again, so that you can feel safe again without being paranoid and without being anxious. Does that make sense? All 2,050 of you that are watching, you have to remember that you can't walk in what your body doesn't believe yet. You have to train your nervous system, okay? So let me reset the room really quick. If you're just joining, what's up? My name is Renisha. I'm your inner healing coach. This is the healing suite, okay? So today we're talking about 3 signs. I'm about to give you 3 signs that you're actually healing emotionally and you're not just coping. Some of you, you're so used to beating yourself up, you don't even realize that you've actually made a lot of progress this year. And I'm going to point these signs out so that you know this, okay? Also, this live is giving you a taste of my clarity reset. That is my 7 day guided experience that helps you stop surviving and start feeling safe again. I have it pinned for you. For those of you that are on YouTube, you can click the link and grab it. If you're on TikTok, you have to DM me the word clarity if you want it, okay? So grab your tea, grab your breakfast, grab your journals, grab all of the things, grab your blanket, take a deep breath. You're in the right place. And I'm going to try to go fast because I know it's Saturday morning. Y'all ready to go shop and brunch and eat and do all of the things. All right. So if you're taking notes, I'm about to give you the first sign, okay, that you're healing. This is really powerful. Are y'all ready? Drop ready in the chat if you're ready. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're ready. Are you ready? Okay. The first sign that you are actually healing is that your triggers start to feel different. Also, I'm matching myself with feeling any other emotions other than happy or good and being okay with what people think if I'm showing emotions. Oh, you said I'm not bashing. Hold on, I read this wrong. Also, I'm not bashing myself for feeling any other emotions other than happy and good and being okay with people who just stop performing for you. I love that for you. It sounds like you're already on a healing journey. I can't see what your name is because the phone is so far away. But make sure you follow me. If you're not already following me, make sure you subscribe. If you like content like this, honey, this is what we do. But I love that for you. Allowing yourself to feel. I talked about that earlier this week. You are in alignment. Okay. So, sign number 1, your triggers start to feel different. So, you're going to notice that the thing that used to set you off, it no longer owns your peace. Like you can recognize the trigger, but you don't pop off anymore. Okay. So, that's the first sign. Something that used to mess up your whole week and you couldn't even function. You couldn't get stuff done that you had to get done. All of a sudden, it doesn't hit the same. You are not getting cold. You are not numb. This is your nervous system finally trusting calm. Okay? So here's what's happening scientifically. Your amygdala, that little almond shaped part of your brain that screams danger. Okay? Even when you're safe, it starts to quiet down when you repeat calm practices, calm patterns, because peace has to be what? Practice. We've been talking about that the last few weeks. This is literally neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity. Y'all know with my gap, sometimes I can't pronounce stuff. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. It's neuroplasticity. This is neuroplasticity. Y'all know what the word is. Don't play with me. Okay? So your brain is rewiring itself through safety. Every time that you respond differently, you're teaching your brain, hey, we're not in danger anymore. Do you understand? Nod your head, all 2,000 of you. Thank you so much. So if you've been thinking, why am I not reacting? How did I just let them say that and walk away? Why am I not crashing out? Why do I feel so calm? Even in the midst of all of this, y'all, this isn't indifference. This is transformation, literal. transformation. Okay? So spiritually, this is extremely important because God, He doesn't erase He doesn't erase your memories, right? He rewires their meaning. All things work together. All things, all things. That doesn't mean He wants you to go through all things. That doesn't mean He caused all things. But all things work together. So He has a way of rewiring what this stuff means. Okay, I can even go back to Joseph. I'm not doing that. So He can take the same moment that made you cry and let it make you grateful instead. This is redemption. That's what it's called. Redemption, not repression. So when the Bible says He restores your soul, this is a part of it. Restoration isn't about pretending that it never happened. It just means that it no longer controls your nervous system. Okay, so think about it like this. It could be a text message from someone who just used to throw your whole day off, just throw everything off, throw your piece off. Now you can see their name, and instead of panicking, instead of cashing out, instead of crashing out, you feel nothing. You just feel neutral. It doesn't even bother you anymore. And you don't bother explaining. You just take a deep breath. Or if you're like me, you look at the message and just shake your head, put the phone back down, okay? You are not numb. This is mastery. This is what's happening. All right. Thank you for hitting the like button on YouTube. Thank you, y'all. So I want you to stop. Think about one trigger. It can be a person, a memory, a situation. Think about one trigger that used to send you spiraling, but it doesn't anymore. If you can think about one, just one, I want you to drop the word growth in the chat. Growth. If you can think about one situation, one person, a memory that used to send you, I'm just off the edge. But now it doesn't bother you. Drop growth in the chat. I know there's a bit of delay. Trying to wait to see if anybody drops it. All right. Every time you choose calm instead of chaos, you're teaching your body what peace feels like, you all. This is what women inside of the Clarity Reset experience. And just, okay, the Clarity Reset isn't just for women, but that is my target audience. I have way more women followers, of course. But if you are a man and you know that you need clarity, you need to retrain your nervous system. A lot of men, y'all know y'all think y'all can handle everything. Y'all think y'all Superman. hmm But if you're a man and you need to clear the clutter in your mind, you can buy this as well. Invest. You can invest in this as well. All right. So I'm gonna move on. I didn't see anybody put growth in the chat, but we're gonna still say y'all growing. Okay. So this isn't just mindset work, it's a nervous system renewal. But we're talking about my reset. If you're just joining, let me reset the room real quick. My name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. Okay, this is the healing suite. Today, I'm giving you three signs that you are healing emotionally. Some of you do not realize that you're actually healing. You're beating yourself up, but you don't realize that you're actually growing. Okay, so I just unpacked the first one. The first sign is when your triggers feel different. What used to trigger you does not set you off anymore. So all this stuff I'm teaching today, this is just a snippet of what you'll experience inside my Clarity Reset. It's a 7-day program where I literally give you everything you need to rewire your brain and your nervous system so that you can finally feel safe again. Listen, sign number 2 for those of you that's taking notes. Let's go. Sign number 2. This is the next sign that you are truly healing. Peace finally starts feeling safe. Write that down. Peace starts feeling safe. Chaos starts feeling heavy. You know what? The devil is a whole liar. Write that down. Sign number 2. Peace starts feeling safe and chaos starts feeling heavy. Why every time I come live, it's just all kind of weird stuff that starts happening at my window, y'all. Even for some of you, you'll notice on social media the content you used to consume, like the unhealed version of you versus the healed version. You can't even consume the same content. All this ratchet, rah rah, no shade, ghetto stuff, drama that you used to be able to consume, but now you literally start getting headaches or you start feeling uneasy in your body. Same thing. The chaos starts to bother you. Okay, so this is sign number two. So for years, your body equated adrenaline with normal. So you were thriving in survival mode. You were thriving off of urgency, crisis, and even performance because somewhere along the way, peace started to feel foreign to you. Chaos was your normal. You all know I shared recently about how I was on live watching a creator and she was like, I need some drama, like da da da. And I told y'all that whole situation a mess. But some of you all, you were like that. So you needed chaos to feel normal. When you were at peace, when it was quiet, you feel uncomfortable. Having a stable relationship, when you're used to toxicity, you don't even know how to receive that. Ooh, is it gonna storm today? The way this lighting has changed. You don't even know how to enjoy and appreciate a good man or a good woman, depending on who's watching, all right? So here's what's happening behind the scenes. When your nervous system has lived in survival mode for so long, stillness is going to feel like danger to you. And this is why so many people do what? Self sabotage. And I was the queen of self sabotage. I was the queen, okay? Your brain is confusing peace with threats. You are okay. Nothing is wrong. You are safe. And I hope you can still hear me on YouTube because I have a call coming in, but I need you all to know that peace and productivity can coexist. You can be powerful and present. You can get things done without running on in panic mode. Okay? Anxiety does not have to be your portion. This is what regulation looks like. All right. So your body is not lazy for craving. Your body is not lazy for craving calm. It's actually learning balance. Some of you, when you rest, you feel like you're lazy. I used to be the same way. Please get out of that. Okay. Let's take it back to the Bible. Even Jesus, he retreated to pray. He would lead them crowds. He'd be like, listen, I need to go by myself. He didn't rush from miracle to miracle. All those people that were pulling on him, for those of you that believe in Jesus, all those people that were pulling on him, he didn't just continue, oh, let me perform this miracle, let me do this, let me do that. No, he knew when to pull away. Hello, he said boundaries. He understood that peace isn't passive, it's power under control. Some of you don't set any type of boundaries. You just let people do whatever they want, whenever they want. I don't see how you have to understand the enemy cannot manipulate a regulated believer. Let me say it again for those of you that are taking notes. The enemy cannot manipulate a regulated believer. This is why healing your nervous system is actually a form of spiritual warfare. Let me repeat it again and look at TikTok. This is why healing your nervous system is actually a form of spiritual warfare. Now let that sizzle in your spirit like Country Wayne says. So let's do a quick visualization, you all. Close your eyes for a moment unless you are driving. Please don't do this if you're driving. Close your eyes for a moment, okay? Take a deep breath in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Now, I want you to imagine waking up in the morning. I don't know why I feel like y'all can't hear me on YouTube. I want you to imagine waking up in the morning with no pressure in your chest. You don't feel any type of pressure, no anxiety. You're not having any racing thoughts. You don't feel the need to prove anything to anybody because screw them. Imagine that, picture it. I need you to see it. I need you to feel it. You're not trying to prove anything. You just wake up calm. You wake up and your house is full of peace. You have peace in your home, you have peace in your routine, and you have peace in your body. Just curious, is there anybody watching me that feels like this is impossible for them? Even if you're watching the replay, let me know. Ow. Even if you're watching the replay, let me know. If you feel like, Renisha, that's cute, but that's impossible for me. All right. Because this isn't just a dream. This is what restoration feels like. This is what happens when peace becomes your default instead of chaos. Okay? Drop the word peace in the chat if your nervous system is tired of chaos. Even if you're watching the replay, just drop the word peace in the chat if you want calm to be your new normal. TikTok, what are you doing? Thank you, Alyssa. The only person that's talking to me today, and it's 2,000 people in here. I don't understand. Thank you, girl. All right. This is totally possible for calm to be your new normal. I'm telling you what I know. I think that was this morning when someone commented under one of my YouTube reels, and I could tell with the way they were talking that they feel like this isn't even possible for me. But honey, the mere fact that you found my content, my channel, whether this live popped up in your feed or one of my, what do you call it? What's up, TikTok? One of my reels. If any of my content pops up in your feed, that is confirmation that it is possible for you. Peace and calm can be your baseline. You just have to retrain your nervous system, okay? So make sure you're following me. Over here, we do not chase. We don't chase, we just become, okay? So let me see. Jump down, jump down, jump down. Let's go to, and those of you that are watching, please stick around. If this is your first time here, I try to give you affirmations at the end. Affirmations are extremely powerful because the power of life and death is in your tongue. I'm trying to go as fast as possible. So make sure you stick around, okay? And if you want this kind of calm to be your lifestyle, grab my clarity reset if you don't have it already. Now, sign number 3. Sign number 3, for those of you that are taking notes. This one confuses a lot of women. Okay? Sign number 3 that you are healing is that you start feeling neutral. Write that down. You start feeling neutral. You may think it's numb, but it's not. You're not overly happy. You're not overly sad. You're just steady. Rock steady, steady. We used to do that cheer back when I was coming up. Okay. So that's sign number 3. You feel neutral, not numb. This doesn't mean that you are disconnected. It means your body is recalibrating. The word of the day is recalibrating. You're not shutting down. You're stabilizing. Does that make sense? So this is what's happening, okay? When you've been living in emotional highs and lows for so long, your brain has to relearn balance. And I know some of you, oh, should I touch that? I'm not gonna mess with y'all today. Your brain has to relearn balance. So it's adjusting your emotional range to a healthy middle. This way, joy isn't overwhelming for you, and then peace doesn't feel foreign. Does that make sense? So if you notice, not me asking and answering for you all, if you notice that you're not crying as often, you don't overact the way you used to, you're not crashing out, this is not apathy, you all, it is alignment. The second word of the day is alignment, okay? So this is your nervous system moving from fight or flight to rest and repair mode. It is proof that you are healing, baby. You're not hiding. Just hearing this is literally calming. Sorry. Just hearing this is literally calming my nervous system. I can feel it breaking trauma off. I feel God's peace in a whole new way. See this a balanced, well-rounded teaching, this true wisdom. Thank you, Alyssa. People often say that. They're like, oh girl, when I listen at you, your voice is just so calming and you're this and you're that. Thank you. So yeah, make sure you're following me, girl. If you're not following me, y'all know how I get. Where am I at? Okay, so this is proof that you're healing, you're healing, you're healing, you're not hiding, okay? So spiritually, again, God doesn't just remove emotions, He restores a rhythm. Stillness is not punishment, this is actually a promotion. If you are someone where you recognize that lately things have been more calm, they've been more quiet, you've been feeling more peace, and now you're like, oh, so Renisha, I am healing. Baby, a promotion. You just got a promotion. Does that make sense? I know I used to beat myself up horribly, okay? But this is actually a promotion for you, okay? This means you've matured beyond just reacting. Now you're responding with wisdom. Alyssa just dropped that in the chat about wisdom. This is what you're learning, not to just react, not to just pop off because you can. Because I promise you, I can eat somebody down with my words and I don't even have to cuss, but I choose not to react and I respond with wisdom. All right. Peace is a fruit of the spirit, not a feeling, but a frequency. Okay. When you start walking in that, you're going to realize that you don't have to perform to prove you're healed, and people are going to be able to pick up on it. Now, y'all can use whatever terms you want. People can feel what you have going on. This is why you get around some people, whether it's on the phone, through a text message, or you're eating with them. I saw a video recently that said never eat with somebody that you don't like or you don't trust, something like that. But you can get around certain people and you are drained. They literally drain your energy. Your body starts doing all kind of stuff. Listen, people can feel it. They can feel when you're in turmoil. They can feel when you're at peace. This is why people can talk to me and they can tell me all day that they're fine, but I can feel you lying. Now, what's wrong with you? And I'm not about to sit here and ask you all day because I don't like my time wasted. You understand? So people can feel. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. They're going to prove when you're going to feel when you start healing, okay? This is when healing becomes your lifestyle. It's not just some event, something you just check off your little to-do list. All right, let me hurry up, y'all. So when you mature in this way, you learn that every battle doesn't deserve your energy. Everything doesn't deserve a response. Just like Alyssa said earlier in the chat, when she was talking about her husband. And I've even told women before, when he starts doing X, Y, and Z, don't say anything. Just love him. And you take that thing to prayer. Take it to God in prayer. Okay. So you have to know when to be quiet. This is emotional regulation. Type steady in the chat if you have been craving calm over chaos. Type steady. Type the word steady. Okay. This is growth. Now, this neutral season that you are in, even to those of you that are catching the replay on YouTube, this doesn't mean you are stuck. Thank you, Alyssa. It doesn't mean you're stuck. It means peace promoted you. You just got promoted. Lord, bless Alyssa for just engaging in my chat today. Bless her. Do something for her this weekend and let her know this is because you engaged in Renisha's chat. I appreciate you, Alyssa, okay? It means your peace got promoted. So your nervous system is starting to trust again. You can walk into rooms that used to trigger you and you feel nothing. You don't panic. You don't get anxious. You don't run away. Why? Because your nervous system knows that you are safe. This is the type of work that we do inside of my clarity reset. I teach you how to make safety permanent. All right, so let me reset the room really quick. I'm over halfway done with my notes, you all. So if you're just joining, my name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. I help high achieving women who look flawless, pretty, polished, all of that on the outside, but they're silently crumbling in the inside. I help them unlock their peace, their clarity, and emotional freedom. Okay. Today I gave you 3 signs that you're actually healing emotionally and not just coping. So we just talked about how neutrality, being neutral, because I can't pronounce some words, don't judge me, doesn't mean that you are numb. It means that you have matured. This is why these friends, these toxic behind friends that you shouldn't be connected with anyway, this is why they're falling off. This is why they're telling you, you change. Girl, you acting funny. No, I'm just healing for real. Period. Y'all understand? Okay, so this stuff I'm giving you today, this is just a taste of my clarity reset. That's my 7-day guided experience where I help you rewire your brain and retrain your nervous system so that peace becomes your baseline. Okay? If you're ready to stop chasing emotional highs and start living steady, you want to live a steady life, keep listening. So, now that we've talked about what healing looks like, let's talk about how we actually keep this thing because peace is not something that you just stumble into. You have to sustain it, okay? And in order to sustain peace, you have got to you've got to practice it. You have to practice it, okay? Again, this is stuff that I teach inside my clarity reset. So, the pause practice, and Alyssa mentioned this earlier. That's why I said she's in alignment. Alyssa mentioned this earlier when she first commented, okay? So, step one is the pause practice. If you've been watching me, you know I gave you this earlier this week, okay? But before you send that text message, before you respond, before you react, even before you start over explaining yourself to people, I need you to pause for 30 seconds. Pause for 30 seconds. Okay? Put your hand over your heart. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, do I feel safe right now or am I triggered? Pause. Okay? This single pause is going to teach your nervous system that urgency is not safety. You don't have to fix, prove, or perform. You are not a circus act. Peace loves a pause. Write that down. Peace loves a pause. So type pause in the chat if you tend to react before you breathe. Okay, this is your reminder. You're going to start pausing first. Step two is going to be the peace cue. All right. So this next tool is about training calm and not chasing it. You're going to pick one sensory cue that tells your body, we're safe now. We're safe now. We're safe now. This can be different things. Some people like to light a candle, okay? Candles relax me. You may want to light a candle. You may have some type of peace playlist. Like a lot of people, they have these playlists on their phone, their computer, whatever, that calms them down. The smell of eucalyptus. Remember, I was telling y'all the other day about this spray that I have, and I'm not going to show it because these people are not paying me, but it's actually a disinfectant, right? It has eucalyptus in it. When you spray it, baby, it automatically calms you down just like that. All right. If you are somewhere, you're out, you're about, or you may be at work and you don't have time, like Renisha, girl, I can't light a candle at work. Be for real. This is what you're going to do. You're going to take a deep breath real quick. There is so much that can be reset just from deep breathing. Okay. If you just take a deep breath when your boss starts popping off, your coworkers, baby, I've had some bad coworkers, baby. I've had some coworkers. Don't get me started, but just stop and take a deep breath, you all. This is something you can do immediately. Okay, that's going to calm your body down. And your nervous system will start associating peace with deep breathing. Does that make sense? This is how you're going to retrain your body to trust peace. Okay? So you can't just sit and pray for peace. To all the prayer warriors and procrastinators, that's what somebody calls it. Okay? You can't just sit and pray for peace and then not practice it. Faith without works is dead. You have to practice daily calm in order for this peace that you begging God for to stick. And you shouldn't have to beg for it. It's really a part of your inheritance. And then step 3 is going to be the reframe ritual. Okay. This is for your mind. The part of your brain that keeps asking, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? The part of your brain that wants to blame you for everything. Been there, done that. Instead of saying, what's wrong with me? You're going to say, what am I learning about me right now? What is this situation trying to teach me? Thank you for hitting the like button on YouTube. This is going to shift from you judging yourself to curiosity, and that's going to change your brain chemistry, okay? So you have to start learning how to ask better questions so that your body can release different chemicals. This is going to lower your cortisol. That cortisol get lowered, baby, you start losing weight, okay? And then your clarity is going to rise. So you have to stop criticizing yourself, stop beating yourself up, okay? If there are any versions of you that are healing slower, it's okay. Give yourself grace. Why? Because healing is a journey. Hello? Do y'all understand this? Type your new question in the chat. If you can think of, instead of saying, what's wrong with me? If you can think of a new question that you can ask yourself, type it in the chat, even if you're watching the replay. What's something that you're going to ask yourself the next time you feel overwhelmed? You may even ask yourself something like this: is it really that deep? All right, so just figure it out. I shouldn't have said it like that. All right, but these are some practice. These are some things that you can practice. And in my clarity reset, I take you day by day. It's a 7 day. Did I really? Okay. It's a 7 day reset, and day by day, I walk you through it. Literally, the only way you cannot complete this clarity reset is if one, you choose not to, or if you can't read. And I already told you, if you're someone who can't read, I'll make an audio version. But you literally have no excuses. Now, if you just don't want to heal, say that. Oh, okay, thank you. But if you want to retrain your nervous system, regulate emotions, and rebuild your peace, that's going to last. Grab the clarity reset. Even if this live hits you today, you like, girl, where have you been all my life? You need my clarity reset. Girl, how can I work with you? Step one would be the clarity reset. I already told you all. If you don't, if you can't commit to 7 days, you can't just a 7 day reset while I walk you through it. There's no way you'll be able to commit to my coaching programs. So that's why I tell y'all to start with the clarity reset. How does God's love care for me in this situation? I don't know if I understand the question because so I'm the type now, Alyssa, let me tell you, this is your first time here, so I'm going to try to be gentle because baby, I just say, I'm very raw. But the fact that you found this video, and I'm not trying to sound cocky, the fact that you found this video is proof that God's love is caring for you. The fact that you have listed everything you listed, even from the beginning, is proof that God's love is caring for you. You were in alignment from what it seems from the comments that you have made. You were already in alignment or coming into alignment before you even clicked on this video. The fact that you woke up this morning and you're borrowing his air, once again, is proof that he is caring for you even in the midst of this situation. Does that make sense? Even there are people that watch me that don't even believe in my God. Hello? But he's such a good God that he still allows them to borrow his breath every single day. So I understand being in situations and it seems so dark to where it's like God must have forgot about me. Like they say he omnipresent and omnipotent and all the things, but he forgot about me, baby. Been there, done that. Listen, I know what it's like to feel that way, but the fact that he woke you up and you still in your right mind and you not, are you watching me from a psych ward? Let me know, girl. Oh, not me sitting here answering. Okay, moving on. Thank you, Alyssa. Y'all, we're going to pray for my brain collectively. 1, 2, 3, let's pray for my brain. Because when I tell you, I completely forgot that I told y'all to drop a question. I love you too, girl. That's my brain. That is my brain. I promise you. My friends will tell you that. We could be in a whole text conversation and they'll say something. And I'll be like, what you talking about? I apologize, Alyssa. Maybe somebody just needed to hear that. Okay, it's time for me to get off of here, y'all. Hold on. Let me see what else I can skip. That's a phenomenal question. Can I pin your question? I don't know if I can pin it, but for those of you that want to, so now that I know that she wasn't asking me that, but that's going to be her question, some of you all can even steal that question. So when you start going through stuff and you want to snap, stop and say, what was the question? Stop and say, how does God's love care for me in this situation? Okay. That was hilarious. All right. Let's jump down to affirmations, you all. Okay. So we've talked, we've reflected, we did a little bit of breath work, a teeny weeny visualization. So we're going to lock all this stuff in because you already know the words you speak becomes the signals that your body actually believes. Okay. The power of life and death, the power of life and death, the power of life and death lies in your tongue. So wherever you are, I need you to say these out loud, whisper these out loud, do whatever you can out loud. If you need to write them down, stick them, your post-it notes, whatever you're about to, this is when you use affirmations, you can also rewire your nervous system. It's like you're giving your nervous system new instructions. I still don't know why when I close my eyes, I stop stuttering. I don't know how this works. But anyway, focus. Repeat after me. Repeat after me. Repeat after me. Repeat after me. You can put your hand on your heart if you prefer that. You can close your eyes, whatever you want to do. All right. Say, peace is proof of my progress. And then take a deep breath. Say, my stillness is strength. Take a deep breath after each affirmation, you all. Here's one. I'm proud. I'm proud of how far I've come. I am safe to celebrate softness. And I'm not coping, I'm healing. All right. So if any of these hit your spirit, you can watch the replay so that you're able to write them down if that's what you like to do. Make them a screenshot on your phone, whatever. Or if you just want to repeat them out loud, okay? But your body is going to listen to repetition, 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 not perfection. Healing happens through repetition, okay? So you're going to have to practice peace daily until it just comes natural for you. You all, if you don't have my clarity reset, you need to grab it on YouTube. There is a pinned comment. Thank you for hitting the like button on YouTube. TikTok, you'll have to DM me, okay? I literally walk you through 7 days. Somebody says, so glad I found this. Melissa. Hey, Melissa, I'm glad you did too, girl. Make sure you're following me. Melissa and Alyssa, that rhymes. Okay, focus, Renisha. So you all, this work doesn't stop when the live ends, okay? It deepens when you practice it. This is why you need to grab my clarity reset. So take another deep breath. We're at the end now. Okay, cool beans, Melissa. And for all of the new people here, I have an actual playlist, an inner healing playlist. When I end this video, you can go to my YouTube page, click playlist, and you'll see it if you want to catch up on like the other teachings, okay? But take a deep breath. You made it through this entire session. Alyssa was rocking with me the whole time, girl. Thank you. Because I have some people that just like to watch and they don't say anything. All right. So this means your nervous system stayed present. Kudos to you. Shout out to everybody that follows me, that followed me during this live. Okay. You are healing. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. You are healing. Honey, if you want to get cocky with it, when people start asking you how are you doing? Hey Alyssa, how are you doing? I'm healing. Hey Melissa, how are you doing? I'm healing. I don't know who else is on here, but let me see who's on who came on TikTok. Jazzy. Hey Jazzy, how are you doing? I'm healing. Okay, you can even do that. All right. So thank you for showing up today for yourself. Thank you for hitting the like button on YouTube. Whenever I don't ask y'all to hit it, y'all go crazy with the like button. I appreciate that because it pushes the video out to people that need it. Okay. The old live schedule was me going live 4 to 5 times a week, but I can't lie, you all. So, for those of you that don't know me, I'm not just an inner healing coach, I also do deliverance. Inner healing is a form of deliverance, okay? And even getting on here 5 days a week talking about trauma, having people come on, I pick up on people feeling all of this. It was heavy. It's heavy. It is heavy. So, I'm not doing as many lives going forward. I'm going to try scaling it back to 2 lives per week and doing more long form videos. So I'm going to see how that works. So, like next week, we'll be live Wednesday and Saturday instead of being live Tuesday through Friday. I mean, instead of being live Tuesday through Friday, it'll only be Wednesday and Friday. So make sure you turn your notifications on. All right. I'll have to replay. I'm so desperate for the Lord's healing. I don't know what to do anymore. Girl, you don't have to be desperate, sis. You're in the right place. Be patient, calm your nervous system, take a deep breath. You don't have to be desperate. Healing is literally the children's bread. You're in alignment now, so you can relax, boo. Okay? If you're ready for real transformation, the kind that is going to last you beyond this life, you need to start my clarity reset today. It's a 7 day nervous system reset for you, okay? It's a healing experience for high achieving women who are ready to regulate, rest, and rise. It's not going to take you 7 days to feel it. I give you by day 3. Now I have a friend who's doing this reset for the I don't know how many times she's done this reset already. And she messaged me this week saying she was on day 1 again. And that thing arrested her. We'll use that term. So I don't know. You may get arrested on day 1, but I promise you it won't take 7 days. But I'm going to need you to go through all 7 days because each day is important, okay? The link is right there. You're going to find out inside how to reclaim. Well, it can be reclaiming and retraining your nervous system, how to retrain your thoughts, calm your nervous system, rebuild peace from the inside out. Baby, peace and safety will be your baseline. All you have to do is listen at what I'm telling you inside the reset, okay? If today resonated with you, this is your sign to begin it. You do not have to walk this out alone. When you grab my clarity reset, on my website, you automatically get access to DM me. So if you get stuck or you start feeling overwhelmed, you can just send me a DM. It's so simple though, but I'm just saying, just in case, you can send me a DM, okay? If you are someone who prefers to use payment plans, that's available on my website also, even though the Clarity Reset is not expensive at all. In my opinion, I don't have anything on my website that's expensive. All of my prices are going up come January. But yeah, I do have P plans, payment plans. I'm saying P plans because TikTok doesn't want us to say payment plans, but yeah. Also, if you're already in the clarity reset, if you already have that and you want to go deeper, the link to my healing suite, just click the healing suite and you can see what other programs I have. You can apply for my coaching program. But again, if you cannot commit to a 7 day clarity reset, there is no need to apply to the coaching programs. Okay. Thank you. But if you want to go ahead and grab this stuff before the year is out, because the prices will go up, and anyone who follows me knows I will take my prices up like this. I'm announcing it to be nice. I don't have to, and I don't always announce it. All right. What else? If you want to work with me one on one, you'd have to go through the coaching programs. I think we're done, y'all. So thank you for spending this time with me. What, 54 minutes and 20 seconds? I don't take this lightly. It's Saturday. I know y'all ready to go shop, eat, do all of the things. But I want you to learn how to honor where you are, okay? Give yourself grace. Like I said, you are healing. Give yourself grace. Peace is a sign of your progress. You are not just coping anymore. Don't let anybody tell you that. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you just numb. No, you're healing. And anyone that can't respect that, they don't need to be connected to you anyway. So before we go, make sure you are subscribed to my channel on YouTube. If you're on TikTok watching me, even from the hallway, go to my YouTube. You are missing a lot of information, TikTok. I'm going to tell you now, if you don't follow me on YouTube, you're missing out on so much. It's ridiculous. All right. Go to my YouTube channel, turn the notifications on, go through the playlist, do all of the things. When you're ready, no, not when you're ready, because some of y'all, you need to grab the clarity reset today. Your piece is waiting for you. I'm done. TikTok, you all have a phenomenal weekend. YouTube, I'll have some more content. We'll meet again live on Wednesday morning, but I'll have some more content posted for you throughout the weekend into next week. I'm going to do more long form videos and stuff like that. So, yeah. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, everyone that was on that didn't say anything. Thank you to everyone that followed me. Thank you to everyone that hit the like button. Shout out to everybody that's going to grab the clarity reset. And remember that you can DM me. You have access to message me once you get in. Okay. Have a safe, safe weekend. This world, if you're in the United States, I know I have followers outside of the United States. If you are in the United States, I need you to be careful. The climate we're dealing with right now is crazy. Okay? Watch your back. This is holiday season. And you see all the stuff our government has going on. Just watch your back because people are going crazy. I feel like they want something to break out. I can't say because I don't want my video restricted. Be careful. Okay? I love y'all. I'll see you later.